Daisy, drop. So I'm tossing treats at her. Good girl. When she drops it, I'm going to throw a couple more. And I'm going to try to toss the treats away. See, so she just took the object back because she felt me looming over her. So that's part of why I try to go really slow with the approach. And I actually want her to willingly walk away before I take it. Daisy! I do have better treats, drop, available. I did snatch it that time, but she was totally faced away from me. So here's where I'm going to really freak her out a little bit. I'm actually going to offer her this back, because that's the biggest thing why they're so snatchy, is they never get it back. And this is a paper towel. I don't care if she shreds a paper towel, right? So there we go. And then we're going to practice this a couple more times to get her comfortable knowing that even when I take it away, she may get it back, she may not. I do have some better treats up here, so I'm going to actually mix a little of that in, like some turkey, with the kibble, just to make it extra valuable, because now she knows what I'm working with, and I'd like to have her think that I'm full of surprises, right? Daisy, drop. Good girl, yes. So I don't know if you can see her all the way over there, but she actually did drop it out of her mouth. She just didn't get it up and move away from it. So now I'm making a treat trail away from it, but I'm going to have to get her past me. Otherwise, if I start to move towards that object, she's going to run right back to it. Ready? Get it. Find it. Good girl. Walk over, pick up the object. So again, the key is that she's far enough away that it's not this race to get to the object. Try again. Ready? Good girl. And I'm trying not to touch the food until after I've said the cue. Daisy, drop. Good girl. That was the best one yet. So I'm going to grab turkey for that because she did such a good job. She just had to double back and look at the paper because she knew I was going to take it, but she was much less snatchy just now. By the way, there's 2 pieces of turkey right here that she's ignoring. There we go. I wasn't sure why, but I think that she actually didn't want to go over and get it because she wanted to have closer ties to the object. We'll see. Ready? There you go. Daisy, drop. Good girl. So she did drop it out of her mouth. Her head is still down. But I'm going to, good girl, she came over to me. I'm going to walk back, pick it up. It's really just turning into a wet, gross paper towel now. Now there's going to be a sweet spot here with her, because if we keep doing this over and over again, I might hit a point where I've done so many repetitions, she's bored, she's no longer interested in the food I have, and she might not give up the paper towel. So you want to kind of stop this or move on to a different object after a few reps. At this point, she hasn't had breakfast yet, so I'm using that to my advantage because I know she's hungry. So she's going to be, she might be more likely to work with me a little longer. I brought in a stick from outside, so we can try it with that. And Bentley's here too, just so you know. You can't see him, but he's actually in one of these playpens right next to us here, so that's a distraction as well. Get it. Get it. Very little interest in the stick. Okay, we'll try a leaf. So I brought in a leaf as well. Big old leaf. Get it. You don't want that? You hear the trash truck? The trash truck's coming by and they can hear it. All right, the last thing I have is a piece of mulch. That's a shreddable piece, so she might enjoy that. Okay, that looks like a winner. She picked it up, she's taken off, right? So this pick it up and take off is immediately avoidant behavior because she wants to keep it away from me. So this is created over time when we tend to go, and move towards the dog to get the object. Daisy, drop. Good girl. So she immediately picked her head up. She's not willing to walk away from it yet, but that was already a big improvement that she picked up her head. So I'm gonna toss a piece to her within range, and then I'm gonna keep tossing until she gets up, pick up the mulch, boom, and then I'm gonna give it to her again in just a second. Daisy, get it. Good girl. Yeah, look, no big deal. Right, so I'm just kind of acting casual, no big deal. I'm gonna try not to touch the food first. I'm gonna try to ask for the behavior. Daisy, drop. Yes, good girl. So I use my verbal yes. Reaching in for the good stuff. Good girl, tossing it to her. Might have to toss enough to really make it worth it. So that was probably 4 or 5 little pieces of turkey that I tossed far enough away that she had to get up. And then I'm gonna give this back to her one more time, and then we're gonna end it. Otherwise, this video is going to be really long. Sorry I'm so far from the video, too. This is just where she chooses to run to. Here you go, Daisy. So just tossed it on the floor. Let her engage for a minute. She's having a good time sinking her teeth into it. Look she just offered it herself. I don't know if you saw that, but as soon as I started walking over, she actually picked up her head, which is great. That's what we want. We want to start changing that response. Previously, when I approached, she immediately held it tighter and got up and ran because she had anticipated my approach means I'm going to take it from her. Now my approach means, hey, I might get something better, and I may even get the object back, right? They're eternal optimists. Daisy, drop. Yes, good girl. So watch how I end this. Good girl. So I'm sprinkling my turkey. Sprinkling the turkey. Here's a few kibbles. So we're doing a little party. And then I'm going to walk over here and actually grab a tuggy. Oh, good girl. I'm picking up the leaf. I need to find her special value tugs, so that's always good to have handy. Let's see if I can get her off. Good girl. Let's see if I can get her off the stick. Good girl. Oh my goodness. Hey, hey, good girl. Good girl, yes. Oh, she's got to drag me back to the stick, but I'm going to casually step on the stick, okay? Because now I've redirected her to another fun activity. So I took the stick. She doesn't seem to mind too much. Good girl, because we're playing. Good girl. I'm picking up other little pieces of stick here. I'm giving Bentley a treat because he's being a good boy, waiting his turn. Good girl. She just now looked down like, oh, where's the stick? Good girl. So we always are going to end this kind of session on a positive note and really engage with her and play with her. Because that's, you know, she's just a pup and she constantly needs something to do. And I'm realizing too, when she's here, she does have a lot of energy she needs to burn. We've got to find some healthy ways for her to do that because I know it's hard. You can't really let her run in the yard. Not to mention she doesn't even really like it that much because it's so hot. So this is going to be a good way to do it, but you don't have to necessarily get on the floor. Good girl.